Hello. The game has started. It's me to go first. I have a fairly balanced rack, but too many duplicates to find a bingo out of this one. Duplicate A, duplicate E. I think weaned looks fine for 28. Not a great draw. I have the Q and the V, and currently no way of getting rid of the Q. If my opponent were to play a T, I would have Kanat onto the T, or Talak. Okay, opponent does bingo, and doesn't provide a Q spot, which is a shame. Looking at naval, I wonder if naval can take an S. No. Naval for 16. Yeah. Okay, the Q continues to be a drag on the rack. No way of getting rid of it. Korma through the M. Oh, actually, Korma does play here for 18. Is there another way of getting rid of the Q? Opponent has exchanged. Korma seems okay. Now that's a better rack. I have law wines for 70. Kormas and C line, any soul. Not seeing a way of playing there. Law wine seems okay for 70. Draw duplicate I, duplicate R, so not ideal. Brainier. Almost, but the N needs to be one square across, so that's not going to happen. bearer. Or is there a way to get rid of one of the eyes? Bearer for 33. Terrible rack leaf. Can't see a way of getting rid of one of the eyes in that lane. Do I have... Well, I have a rib up here for 23. Can't seem to extend it further. Ribe or buyer. No. Rib seems okay. Although the 33 point does seem more appealing. Okay, opponent takes that spot. And yeah, not much else I can do there. What about a play of bear here? Creates a X hotspot. So bar 26. Is there a better way of what about Abba here 25? Keep it tight. Yeah, I'm going with this. Armoire, not quite. I do have the IER ending, but a little bit vowel heavy there, I think. What about Nam is good. Okay, opponent's taken that spot. Gore is good. But that's where the story ends. Just looking at plays beginning with an I, like, no, that doesn't, Ira, or maybe even with an O, so beginning with O, M or something, no, not seeing it. I don't want to play there, that gives easy points back. Really need to get rid of one of these eyes. I'm going to go with mirror. I know it gives points back here if opponent has the right tiles. Religion through an E. But But is there a 7 here? Ligroin. Re-oiling through an eye. Okay, opponent plays a blocking play there. Does the S assist? Sonlia is good, but not Songlia. Trigonal, but the E. Wow, I thought I would have a bingo here, but doesn't seem to be the case. E-loiner through an E. N, does the N doesn't help. What about looking at a play ending in N, not seeing it? I'm going with log. Littern. No, Littern is not good. It's bittern, sittern, and gittern. Opponent scores quite well with the X. Does the EN assist? N title? Or N interlint? No. Okay, now this is a bit of a problem. Because I'm not going to score well with this rack. I might play tilt here. It's a good rack leave. 100. Edit takes was thunder. Thundered would require another E. Edit only takes an S. Edith. I don't think Edith is good, but might try that. Just making sure it doesn't play alongside Lawines. No, it doesn't. That's a shame. Zona. That doesn't seem to help me, I don't think. No, didn't think Edith was good. Not seeing a great play here. Oxed. Oxing. Let's go with Hon. If opponents, yeah, that'll restrict the use of the Z. Okay, opponent scores well. I was trying to get in there but couldn't. I'll try fluked just to see if I can get four peds. Four peds. No, what am I thinking of? I think FOP looks okay. And crushed. That plays nicely under edit. Hopefully that remains available. It'll score an absolute mozza for 98. It doesn't play alongside Lawine. Does opponent have that second blank? That'll be game over, I'd say, if he does bingo down with that blank now. Well, not game over, but I'll be trying to make up a 100-point lead. Okay, crushed looks okay. And I draw the blank. Interesting. But no vowels. So what about, I guess I have pray here. Pray. Surely there's got to be a better score. I will take out this lane if opponent doesn't. He's pretty close to a bingo there. Wetty is good. He plays there, okay. What to do? I've got 2 minutes. And spry. 18. His opponent, he's got 7 tiles. I have twip. Does twip play anywhere? Not that I can see. Zoners is good. And what about an S? Swire? No, Stire. Yeah, Stire. And then I've got Twip. Now, Twip. Where does Twip play? I suppose I have Twa there. I thought Twip would actually play, but it doesn't. 25 seconds. Tamir. Suppose Twip here gets rid of the W and the P. And then I can play my T just here. I can play TI or Met. Met is even better. Met for 6 should be okay. Opponent just looking for his best play with EEIO. I can't see an out for him. And Met for 5. So final score 426 to 384. Thank my opponent, and let's see what we missed. So we'll go back to the start of the game. Weaned seems fine for 28. Melanize, wow, look at that. On to the E, the only, oh, not the only, the only 8. The rest were all 7s. Melanize, there was through this E as well. But anyway, opponent does bingo nicely with menials. Now, this was a rack I took a little bit of time on. I thought that I wanted to keep the N because chin play or something like that. So Ava is being suggested at 6H. Okay, not bad. Yeah, I like that. 22 points. I didn't think of parallel plays there. I wanted to open the board up a little bit because the Q was just difficult to get rid of and would have been even more difficult with blocky plays. But I do like the score of 22 points. Naval 16. Now opponent had this rack. Venue for 28. Nice. At 3I. Okay, through the N. Venue. He exchanged. I went with Korma for 18. That sorted the rack out perfectly. And then Gay for 26, but Goey for 32 at L1. Ah, nice. Leaving ADT. Pinwales was the other one, and Lawwines was fine. So a few different bingos there. Entoiled for 65, and Deltoide. I don't blame my opponent for missing that one. Deltoide. Gee. Okay. He went went with edit, and then rib for 23 was best. I think I did consider this, and I looked at the leave and I thought, so I went with ABBA for 25, which was a higher score, but probably not probably not much in those. Loeb for 31, opponent spotting the best play there. Then Mirror for 21, and Ire for 22. IRE, okay, but I think it, gives back a little bit of score there in the trip. So I thought I'd just play a little bit more defensively with Mirror. Although Mirror did actually create an opening, but I just couldn't see a better play. Vac for 22, but Avers for 41. Opponent had at 2F. No, sorry, H1. Okay, Avers. Opponent went with Vac. Icon for 38. Wow. I'm surprised I didn't consider that one. No bingos, but yeah, Icon definitely the play. That's a hefty score. I went with Log just to balance the rack. Neuraxons, very nice, 122. Tricky one to spot, but from the NE in the center of the board all the way down. Neuraxons, wow, very impressive. And then a 10D that also played. Wow, so that's interesting. The NE there and the NE there. Neuraxons, I'll remember that one. Opponent went with Gox, scored well, 40 points. Now, no bingo here. Cent for 27. Okay, using that. Suppose it gives some points back if opponent has an S. And a play of Says or Saz, or Soju or Saijo, that could have stung really hard. So yeah, I don't know about Cent. Even though it is a good score, I went with Tilt, and then opponent played Zona for 36, Luz for 32. Okay, nice rack balancing play there. Zona was the play. Hudden for 26, couldn't get 100 down. I went with Hon, and then Ices for 38. Nice score for opponent in the top there. Fluked for 24. Now I am behind by about 56. And I'm thinking I've got to open this board, create a few floaters. And I couldn't seem to score close to 30, although duked at C2. Duked might have been an option, leaving these floaters alone. Although Fluked did create a couple of lanes, E and D there. I know they're easily blocked by opponent, but he had Judo for 26, which he did kind of use a blocking play. And then Fop for 33 kind of created another lane underneath. So that was best. Now, Reagenic onto a C. Opponent didn't have that. Wow, not many great scores on offer here. Opponent went with Ogre, and now I crushed opponents' hopes of a win with a 98-point powerhouse. Quite relieved to have got that down, because if I didn't, let's have a look. I was 40 points behind, so I suppose maybe I could have bridged the gap without a bingo. Maybe a play down here, rushed or something, but I really didn't. I felt I needed to bingo to win. Now, opponent didn't have much by way of scoring tiles. He had all 1-pointers and no bingo, so A2 for 23 was best. And he went with Inia. Now, prize for 47. How did I miss that? 14J. Hidden. PRYS. Gee, what a beautiful spot for a rack without any vowels. 47. Okay, it was kind of tucked away and hidden, so I suppose that's why I missed it. But 47, a very big play. I managed to get rid of 3 consonants though, so opponent went with tour, which was the top play, and then twip for 8, and opponent just end game stuff, and that was the end of the game. So yeah, 1 or 2 misses, but all in all, I think we both managed to spot most of the optimal moves there. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.